everyone, and welcome back to another custom modeled video. A lot of you really liked the previous video, so I decided to make another one, another how it's made concept, and today we are going to answer the question, why do we never get to use the red covers of this Minecraft default bed? Let's check out how it's made to find out. I'm sorry it took like an additional 1 week to make it because trust me, designing a factory is not a piece of cake. And here we are, the area for the bed factory. Let's check out how beds are actually made. Alright, let's begin. So we start off with spawning some oak plank over here, and then the conveyor belt moves it to over this cube, in which it trims and shaves down the plank into a much thinner plank for the bed, and then it moves over here with there's glue on the sides of it, and then we got this hand that pushes the wooden legs on top of the hot glue, and once the legs are placed on top of the hot glue, we got this black kind of like bar that pushes the bed all over here, which it rolls over because beds do that. It rolls over and it's standing up as a normal bed without the mattress. And then it moves over here. This thing here, it's just a detector to see if the bed is actually standing up properly, if it's successfully rolled over here. And then they pass over here, and then they move over here. They fall down to the other conveyor belt, to the lower conveyor belt, and then they move over here, in which this thing stores pillows over here. You see the lots of layers of pillows in this like container, and then it moves over here and it just drops down the pillow. And then there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, but I will explain to you later. Once it drops down the pillow, the bed with the pillow moves over here, in which that other hand picks up a red mattress, dropping it onto the bed, and then the bed moves on. And now, where do the pillow and the red mattress come from? We are going to check over here. The huge wool comes from there, which moves to this area, in which you can see a sharp blade splitting the wool into two parts. The one part is the pillow, which goes over here and it gets stored into the pillow container, as I call it, and then the other part, which is the entire mattress, moves over here, and then there's another hand that pushes that mattress, falling into the tank filled with red paint. You can see this other handle picking up the mattress from the red paint, which is now already painted red, onto the bed. And that's pretty much how beds are made. Now you know why we never get to use the covers. It's because there isn't one. We are not done, and the last time we got a magic button that brings the creepers to life. This time we got another magic button. Press this button, it takes the beds from the chest over here, which are stored, because like once these beds fall into that hole, they get stored with, you know, magical invisible pipes all over to this chest. And once you press this button, it takes one off and gives you a bed to test. Hold on, let's see that again. How do I? Ta-da! See? And then the bed testers can come here and test if this thing works. It doesn't because it's not nighttime. Bed testers only test bed when it's night. So yeah. Just as my previous animated model, I use a fizz generator to make this. If you want to use it, it's down in the description. And a little shout out to Samusar6 for pointing out a bug that the generator does with the textures, it's still visible over here. As you can see, there's a small bug and he helped me fix it. And thank you Nick Flame 20 once again for like the 100th time for helping me set up magic buttons like this one. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to press that like and subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hold on, I gotta kill this ship, it's so noisy.